phrase customer follow-up. If you're like most entrepreneurs, your mind might go immediately to sales. A prospect reached out for a quote and then went dark for a week. So, you follow up until you close the sale. Or you become an exhibitor at an industry conference and map out a great follow-up plan to get in touch with interested prospects after it ends. Yes, there are important methods of follow-up, but follow-up also extends beyond the initial sales process and can play a key role in the entire customer experience. It's a widely understood tool that business owners, marketers, and salespeople also all can benefit from using more. Welcome to the studio, Eze, because I've already told my people that you would be joining me in the studio, and here you are. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to everyone. Very much happy to be joining you.
Yeah, good afternoon and welcome. Well, we're focusing this afternoon on the SME focus, the importance of follow-up. I've been giving them a background of what customer follow-up is. Okay, yeah, here are the 4 ways that the right types of follow-up powered by marketing automation can propel your business to greater heights. All right, the first one is follow up to shallow interactions can keep you top of mind. Follow up to shallow interactions can keep you top of mind. Someone calls to ask about your services and then you and then says they'll be in touch. What do? Wait for them to contact you again or proactively reach out? First, create an alert for yourself in your CRM to personally follow up with this person about 3 days later if he hadn't heard back.
Yeah, very true.
If somebody calls you and says, hello, I want to get this thing, and then it's okay, how much is it? This is how much it goes for, and it's okay, I'll get back to you. And then 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, no getting back to you. What do? You reach out to the person.
You know, this is different from interview where after interview they tell you we'll get back to you. You know, even after interview, some people do follow up.
Yeah, you follow them up, say, okay, I want to know your plan.
How, you know, after the interview, did you people consider me or not? Why some persons will go, but in terms of SMEs, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Everything is in your hands. It's business. So you have you should use the opportunity you have, to follow up, especially on customers, and that's just it.
Okay. Now, when you do that, and then you think about ways you can offer value to this person even before they hire you. Maybe they mentioned a concern that had, and you can call them back after you find out more about the issue. Not strange attack, just to help them out. Or maybe they mentioned another problem they have that's outside of your area of expertise. Do you know a specialist in that area who is trustworthy? Send the prospect a note with the specialist's contact information and why you recommend them. Sometimes they might not end up getting what they have said they want to get from you, but then it might be of help to them and say, okay, you asked for this thing and I didn't have it, but then I have somebody who can help out with that. You can refer them to someone else who is very, very good in that aspect of in that field they are asking for that you do not have. All right, whether they become a customer of yours or the other person you referred them to or not, you can rest assured that they will have a very positive perception of you and want to work with you when it is time. Yes,
that's true. It makes them not to forget about you easily. It makes them to always remember you, makes them keep you top of their mind in whatever they are doing. Definitely trust me. I think there is one thing that always happens, when you follow up about letting people keep you top of their mind.
Okay.
You might follow up and you don't get a favorable response, but trust me, once opportunity comes, you'll be the first out of his mind
Yeah.
these days. But thank God, technology has made it very easy that even if someone is far away in the United States of America, you can call the person from here and the person will always remember you even though you are not seeing face to face.
Yeah.
Same thing with SMEs.
So that's the thing, it keeps you top of their mind. When even if you don't have, even if they are not, at the end of the day they don't patronize you, but for the fact that you follow them up, it keeps them at the top of their mind. So anytime they have anything, the first one to reach out to the person who cared, the person who followed them up before any other person else. So if you are an SME owner or you're a business owner, this is one of the things that you should do: customer follow up. If anybody slides into your DM, I want to get this thing, especially those of majority of the people who sell on WhatsApp. I want to get this thing and say, oh, I do not have it, or I have it. It's okay, I'll get back to you. Reach out to the person. If after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, the person hasn't gotten back to you, find out, oh, it's all well with you. You said you were going to have this thing, but then we didn't see you again. Then know what the person is saying. If it's something that you can address, if it is health challenge, you could ask, oh, this is the reason why you didn't come. Okay, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you sought this person? Have you done this? That shows the prospect that, oh, this person actually is not just interested in my money alone, he's also interested in my well-being. It's a way that you can keep your customers and your prospects following you all through. Professor, I would like you to.
All right. One other thing about follow-up is that follow-ups can build trust in the relationship. Yes, it can help build a strong relationship between an SME owner and the customers. Yes, one of the most difficult things for new customers is to trust a service provider, especially if it's one they've never worked with before. But then, why trust, can come in many forms. One thing that can help to quicken it is follow-up. Yes, follow-up is almost always a great tool to help establish trust between a customer and a service provider. Yes, an SME, so to say. After all, remember, it lets the person know that you're reliable and can be counted on to prioritize them. At such, a great way to practice this type of follow-up is by readily sharing testimonials and using referrals to your advantage. But you can also be extremely prompt to win the customer over and build trust, which is very very much true. There is one thing this fashion designer. I've known him for a couple of years now, but the truth remains that I'm yet to patronize him.
Okay.
But I know that once I'm ready to change my wardrobe or do things, he's one person I'll always remember. You know why? Because he continues to post, and most times he will DM me.
Okay.
Sometimes there are clothing he might do for big clients. He might send it directly to me on my DM. Who will see this? You like this? In fact, if I open my WhatsApp now, you see a lot of pictures, clothing. He will always drop. Sometimes, if he doesn't do that, he will post on his status. But I'm talking of that of once he sends to my DM. He's kind of following up, even though I'm here to patronize him. Understand? But you know what I see every day, like those clothing I told him, anytime I'm ready, I'm coming for this, is top of my mind, and that is one thing there. So because he continues to follow up, there is that trust I'm having in him. Oh, he was able to do for this big client. I see a couple of musicians these days he's doing clothing for. You see music videos coming out and he gets a screenshot and say, oh guys, I'm the one that did this clothing that they wore for this music video. I'm the one that did that kind of. I'm beginning to have trust in him that definitely he is going to deliver. All because there is that follow-up. He continues to every day. Like if I open my DM, definitely now I'll see one he has dropped today, and that's just one thing about follow-up. It builds that relationship, that trust between a customer and a service provider, or maybe a prospective customer and a service provider. He hasn't done any job for me, but as it stands now, even if I want to do a referral, I will quickly, like you are coming to me now and say you want to sow this, I'll quickly refer you to him.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a couple of jobs he has done. Follow up. That's what it will do for you.
Yeah, follow-up helps build trust in a relationship, just like he has explained, and he has given us a practical example with what happened to him. The next thing that you want to know about follow-up for SME is that follow-up, it tailors, it can move a hesitant prospect through your funnel. Somebody who is willing to buy can quickly buy from you because you're following them up. You're following them up. You're keeping them updated. This is what we have in the store now. There is this friend of mine. I just asked the person, "How do you do this?" They say, "Okay, this is how much we do." I say, my budget is not up to what you're offering. And then every day she keeps sending, "Okay, we have this one now. It's lesser than this one. Another time we have this one in stock." I'm like, oh my goodness. So if it's something that helps the prospect, when you are following them up with such kind of thing, their mind, they want to, in fact, they are even praying to God, give me money, let me just buy something from these people and see how it is. There always comes a time in the sales process where an objection starts to arise. For some companies, it's in the earlier stage when a customer is first considering buying from you. For others, it comes later when they are deciding whether or not to become a repeat customer. Whenever it happens, objections are inevitable. When you start to hear them come your way, don't give up. Rather, view this as a sure sign that more follow-up is needed. All right? It can move a hesitant prospect through your channel. Okay, that's why you need one of the reasons why you need follow-up for your SME, because there are a lot of people, a lot of businesses out there drawing their in fact they are dragging the attention of almost everybody you are drawing the attention of. So the one who's going to win this race is the one who's consistent and the one who follows up. It's not just to advertise that makes you get a lot of customers. Follow-up is a very great tool in getting customers, either new ones or to retain customers. I would like the professor to talk on the last point that we have today. The
last thing we want to talk about this afternoon is that follow-up, can create loyal customers for life. Yes, post-sales follow-up can create loyal customers for life. You remember, follow-up, especially when you must have met the sales. There is this attitude that some SMEs have. Once they've done the supply, it seems that's the end of everything. But then, the one in front is always bigger. That is one thing I believe. The one in front is always bigger. And for you to get that bigger one, the bigger one that is in front, then you must follow up, especially after you've made a sale. So it's very much important that you keep in touch after the sale. Very much important. To do that, you can use automation, to check in a week or two after you performed your service and ask for feedback. Yes, always check on the client to know how far, to know what is happening. And if it were services, you notice that reactions will be coming up maybe in one way because they are products you sell, and maybe it takes a couple of days before you start getting feedback, especially for SMEs, maybe as service providers who might be in all these special and stuff like that maybe I sell this to you, is after maybe 1 month you expect to see a result. So as an SME owner, it's very much important that you follow up and ask what is happening, what's the result like, and don't be shy to get negative feedback. Sometimes you might get positive ones. Kudos to you. It's good. Yes, you can let the client know, refer me to your
anybody.
Yes. Request and say, please refer me if anybody needs that. I'm available. But what if the negative one comes? That is where so many SMEs will have
They
issue.
will chicken out.
They will not want to ask about that one. So in as much as you follow up and ask for feedback, especially the positive feedback, even if the client doesn't tell you negative one, because clients these days, they wouldn't want to open up and tell you, look at what is
spoil
happening.
your mind.
But within them, they've decided never to patronize you again. Within their mind, they've decided, no, I'm not going for this again. Within their mind, they've decided that they will never refer you to some persons again. So even if you talk to a client and say, oh, you say, oh, lovely, I love that, wonderful, why not ask any area for improvement? I think that line, improvement, sums it up. Some persons might be shy to say, where did I go wrong? But if you say open, because all businesses are open for improvement, all businesses are open to move higher. So you can have any areas you think you can improve on a lighter note. And definitely, trust me, I know there is no product that is 100%. I don't think there is a product you will say this is 100%. Even when a client will say there is always room for improvement in any service you provide. So be open to welcome negative replies. Yes, you ask for it even if you are not told. And when you are told, be open to embrace it. Yes, and when you embrace it, there is talking about feedback. Some time ago, there is this show we had here, and a listener. I think it was Scam Alert.
Okay.
It was Scam Alert that I think it was Regina that was doing that. So the customer now said, okay, we're actually discussing about admission fraud.
Okay.
And the listener now said, oh, this is a lovely topic, positive, right?
Yeah.
But why don't you people also talk about immigration fraud, something visa lottery, Canada, that is understand. Now, even me, I think I forgot, but I think I remember. Regina remembered immediately and followed up that, and quickly this week she did that, like if the listener, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, quickly we also replied the listener to say, this link is for your question. We've done that. Now tell me, if you are the listener, how you feel.
We want to always listen, because
that is follow up.
Yeah, because communication is not just talking, it's also listening. So with all of this that we have mentioned today, you would have seen the importance of SME follow up. You would have seen the importance of SME follow-up. It creates loyal customers for life, and then it also moves a hesitant prospect through your funnel. Another thing is that it builds trust in relationship. People are going to trust you. And finally, the first thing that we talked about is that follow-up. It shallows. The shallow interactions can keep you top of the mind. It can help the prospect to keep you at the top of their mind. Even your customers who have been loyal to you, it helps them to keep you at the top of your mind. Do you want to do great in your SME? You can try follow up today. You can try follow up today. If you have not been doing it more detailed than we have explained today, you can step up your game. Follow up on yourself and make sure that you get things right, done right. We will be back again after some time. We'll be back by 3 o'clock for stock market report. Yes, Mr. Charles, the investment banker, is very much around to take you on that stock market report coming up by 3 o'clock. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. It's still